My name is Logan. I am 49 years old. I was born in a burning building in West Memphis. And I would not be alive today were it not for a drunken fireman and a sober dog on that fateful day. How's that?
Perfect, Logan.
Did you put it right on the video? Not true.
No.
Just keep flagging it false. I'm 24 and I was born in Indiana, by the way.
Did you text me that other one?
Yeah, I think so. Who the fuck can send that to? Did you get it? We're just doing black work, right?
Yeah, it's just my drawing and stuff.
Okay.
What brought you to Bloomington?
Well, I guess I came in for comedy, Came in because, I didn't want to leave the state because my family's here. I didn't want to be in everything in Indianapolis because it's too much of a big city vibe. So Bloomington is just kind of what made sense. I could walk to comedy shows and meet, I think, people from all over the world and kind of have a plethora of experiences. So,
what made you want to get this design?
Well, I think it's I don't know. I just think it's really beautiful. I think it's sort of a classic Americana tattoo. It's the original design was like a Burt Grimm design, and I don't know. He just led an amazing life and created some amazing works. So,
what got you into comedy?
God, what didn't get me into comedy? I don't know. Childhood trauma. Just feeling like I had something to say and not wanting to put in the hard work of writing a novel.
What was the first time like getting on stage?
Oh man, so the first time I got on was at Crackers Comedy Club in Broad Ripple. I got on there and you do 3 minutes your first time. My Grammy came, my Grammy, my Danny, it's hard to describe his, but he's just been her boyfriend since like 78 or some shit. So he's kind of the guy. So Grammy and Danny came, my cousins came, and it was like it was electric. It's like, because I got on, and I was super nervous. Like I was really nervous, and ended up going so fucking well. I think if I'd had a bad first experience, I probably would have waited a couple years to get back on stage. But like the first 4 or 5 times I did comedy, I had a great time and I felt like it went well. That was one of my favorite moments in comedy. Was this fucking guy got on before me. And actually, I was hosting at Bear's Place, and this guy got on before me. He was talking about like his girlfriend, and he was being super misogynistic and like talking about how like, oh well, she doesn't fucking talk my ear off, and then he started like saying really derogatory shit about how she had how he didn't like the way her vagina looked or some shit. Just saying this awful fucking like no place anywhere, let alone in front of people kind of shit. He's like, yeah, sometimes I'll, if I do something and she doesn't like it, I'll just act like I didn't do it and like tell her she's lying or whatever. And I got I got back up on stage after him, and because nobody was laughing at the fucking just awful piece of shit things he was saying. And I got back up on stage after him and like kind of pretended like I was agreeing with him. I was like, how about give another round of applause for that guy, everybody. And that guy is on point. Women with their talking and their messy vaginas, just gaslight them, fuck them. And the crowd, everybody fucking loved that because I was so clearly making fun of his stupid ass. But if you're gonna be bad at comedy, that's fine, but don't be bad at comedy and an asshole.
What's the hardest you've ever felt like you bombed on stage?
Everybody bombs. I've definitely bombed more than my fair share of times. I'm trying to think of like the best example of me just eating shit. I think, you know what? So I went out to California last summer, summer of 2019, and I was in LA. And I did this little bar. I wish I could remember the name of it. I set up like some shows out there, but I did this little bar, and it was like right on the ocean. It was fucking gorgeous, right? Like this ocean view, sunset. It was beautiful, and I was doing this little bar show, and for some reason, like I was nervous because it was my first show in California. I'd never like performed that far from home, and it felt like a big deal. And the producers were really nice. So I got nervous, and my energy was just off when I went up there. Also, I don't normally smoke weed, and I'd smoked a bunch of California fucking like grade A medical shit that day. But my energy was just fucking off, and I went up there, and like I did my material that I normally do, which normally does pretty well, like any room in Indiana, but for some reason they were just not fucking having it. And, like the room was silent, and everybody's just staring at me. I think also it felt more like I was bombing because for some reason the lights were on stage and the lights were also on the crowd, so I could watch everybody. I could watch everybody's faces like actively not enjoying what I was doing, and that was like probably the most painful bomb I've felt. I just like watch yourself disappointing people in real time is a very sobering feeling. I got up there and I think I realized like minute 3 that it wasn't gonna go well, and I had like 42 more minutes to go. and I spent 45 minutes staring into these people's faces just talking.
What kind of advice would you give your younger self, comedic self?
I don't know, man. I guess just don't smoke pot.
Don't smoke pot.
I'm serious, man. I think I would be fucking 3 years ahead of where I'm at right now if I had to smoke pot.
Smoke weed.
I'm serious. Fucking smoking weed messed my brain up, dude. I don't know. Like, it made me fucking weird.
How's this, like, sketchy bit looking so far for you?
That's good.
Any, like, thing you're feeling? Or you want to change?
Just reposition the bottom tier on the right.
Bottom tier on the right. This one?
Yeah. See how it's like a little higher?
This part, it'll fit your body more. Because then we don't have to like this flow. Because so much we just don't want to distort. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
But not to be like shit on that, but
no, yeah.
Otherwise, we gotta go down to your hand.
Could these come down just like a little bit?
A little bit more?
Yeah, just to make it look a little more like a point.
Been trying to figure out a way to shoot tattoos since I got cameras. But I've been like learning different like genres of like self-filming, and then just like trying to up it from there, you know.
Yeah.
But it's been like experimental. But the other day I like filmed something and I like did this camera setup kind of like this, and it seemed to work. So I was like, okay, this is the way. Then I figured you wouldn't care if we tried it.
No, that's cool. I dig it. Oh, look at that. Oh, damn, son. That was fucking muy impresivo. That looks tight as fuck.
What's the script you're writing?
I wrote... It's already finished, actually. I finished it... I would say, like, I've been sort of editing it slowly, but I finished it back in August, and we've just kind of been pushing back production, and especially now with COVID, you know, it's like, we were hoping to be, you know, booking and shooting by, like, July, and that doesn't look like it's going to happen with everything, so we're, yeah, but it's based on a kind of crazy, true to life murder that happened out in Greene County a couple of years back, and did a fair amount of research, and then basically changed all the names and locations and stuff like that. So